My wife is cheating on me. While I've been away serving my country, protecting and providing for my family, she's been sleeping with another man in my home, in my bed.
Richard Thought!
So the surprise today is I'm getting a divorce, and I'm taking my son with me. It was my stepfather.
What?
My stepfather is the father of that child. She's not having my baby, she's having my stepbrother. So yeah, is it too much? No, not even close. You can take the blindfold off.
Doc!
You can get a lawyer.
We gotta fight this out in court, okay? If this is what you want.
Yeah, we'll fight it out in court and everything you did.
I did it because of how you are. Look at you.
just real quick. I'll finish up the clip real quick. But I sense some bullshit. Who comes back from the military with a goddamn man bun? He's got a man bun. You're a liar. Is that a baseball cap? Is that a baseball cap? That's not even a real. Hold on.
John was there for us. You were not. He took care of him. He took care of me.
It's his grandfather. Are you crazy?
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with me?
Yes.
What's wrong with you? His grandfather? My father?
You left us. You never cared. You never cared.
Look at the way he walked away. Look, he's got on some Air Force Ones as well. Come on over here. This is lies. And why the hell, if you really wanted to do that, would you bring your goddamn child? Why would you bring little Timmy along for the ride as well? Poor Timmy. But nevertheless, guys, we've heard multiple different scenarios and situations of guys experiencing just this, where they go out on deployment or go on extended business trips, extended work trips, and then when they come back to a cheating wife and paternity fraud. But this is why I push prenups so heavily, because at the end of the day, you never know. So at least you have a plan, or you have a contract put in place to know exactly where your valuables will go at the point of betrayal. But listen, if you believe content like this is real, as you guys shit, listen, you got a lot more issues or problems in your life than what you think. Carrying on.
Isn't it crazy how men built the world for us and then we shit on them as a thank you? None of us are virgins anymore. Men value purity and youth, right?
Modesty.
And they're not getting that anymore. So do you think it's a fair deal for men when they're not getting that to be monogamous to us, to comprise on their mating strategy when we don't fulfill theirs because we're not virgins anymore? And like the truth is, modern women are less pure than they've ever been. And we're older than we've ever been. So I'm asking, do you think that's a fair deal for men when they have to be more and we're less? Young virgins, that's the ideal. Just like our ideal is like rich men. Saying now in today's day and age, like women have higher standards than ever, but bring less to the table than ever. We're older, we've slept with more people, and we have less loyalty because we're the ones leaving them. So I'm saying, do you think that's a fair deal for men? Isn't it crazy?
No, it's not a damn fair deal for men. I mean, if you think about it, the marriage contract has not changed. It's remained the same since the beginning that there was a marriage contract. But men are coaxed into accepting lower value women than our forefathers. And we're shamed if we attempt to rationalize this uneven distribution of value. The nature of women have not changed within that same time frame. However, modern women today fail to connect their new way of behaving with their needs of their internal nature, which is why women with triple-digit body numbers living free in their sexual liberation still expect marriage from a provider man. And at the same time, modern men today are shamed for having basic needs of getting consistent meals provided to them and a helping of wet, juicy innards on the side after a hard day of work. The putrid dogma of modern day feminism today has done a number in playing these women, and in that process has destroyed the foundation or the fundamental value of nuclear families, and at the same time enriching corporations. RIP to Kevin Samuels, but the number one thing that I have learned in watching his show is that women, by and large, by the time that they get pregnant, do not want to work in the workforce, nor do they want to be responsible for a significant portion of the bills. So in reality, they actually want these things, but they will continue to cape for feminism and uphold these I can do it on my own doctrine. But by doing so, they become victims, or rather the collateral damage to consumerism as well as capitalism. Like, yes, it makes sense to sell everything that would make you unmarriageable because those things are popping, or you go around singing, oh, that ninja a munch and all type of bullshit like this. But how really valuable does it make you?
Kendra G, me and my fiance are set to get married soon, and we had the conversation of her changing her last name to my last name, and she tweaking. She was previously married to a goofy, and they have 2 boys that are 7 and 9 years old. She told me that she doesn't want to change her last name when we get married because she wants to keep the same last name as her children. That got me feeling some type of way. I don't want my wife to have her ex-husband's last name. She says she can hyphenate it, but she wants to keep the same last name for her kids. This is causing a lot of issues.
Here's the thing, my G. I'm going to give you a simple answer. Don't marry her. This is yet again one of the many reasons why men should stay away from women that have children from other men. The issue is that there will always be some other man in some shape, form, or fashion that has a foot in the door of your relationship. So if you go down that path, just be very mindful that you'll have to be a permanent turnstile, open and available to another man in your marital home. But to the lovely young woman that is clearly confused, you're in a new stage of life right now. It's time to move on. There's no way you can appropriately accept this new man into your life, which, by the way, is going to take on the fiscal responsibilities of your 2 children that he did not create, as well as be your caretaker and not have the respect to take on his last name is absolutely fundamentally insane. But see, speaking logically to modern women like this, it's like they just can't hear and or understand it, which is so crazy because they call men the sociopaths, because they call men the narcissist. But you can't even get out your own way enough to overstep this clearly illogical conclusion that you've come to. Change your last name, or I think the man should go the other way.
I just got it. Why are you gonna light it on fire? Why? I have nothing now. I have nothing. You lit my car on fire. You take my family away from me. Now you light my car on fire. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Look what that is. That's all I had. That's where the fuck I sleep, and you light that shit on fire. Are you kidding me?
You left your cigarette.
No, I didn't. A cigarette would not cause that.
Yeah, it
No,
would.
it wouldn't.
You left it by the center console.
Yeah, I left it by the center console. Yeah.
Yo, that is a lot of pain in that man's voice, and I truly feel for you, my G. However, I gotta call this out. What it seems as though is that he's blaming her for something that maybe she did or maybe she did not do. Meanwhile, she has a plausible reason of how this could have happened. Well, sir, did you or did not leave your cigarette in the center console of the car? Because if you did, and if the fire department determines that that was the cause of the crash, then you need to take accountability for your actions. But let's not act like women don't do shit like this. Let's look at Exhibit A. It's so crazy to me how these modern women today have developed such childlike approaches to their affairs. But it's our society today that refuses to hold them equally as accountable or hold their feet to the fire. No pun intended. Ma'am, you simply can't go around torching people's cars. This is not Grand Theft Auto. We are not supposed to tolerate your terroristic, tyrannical behaviors. Enough is enough. Questions, comments, concerns. Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Guys, if you enjoyed today's video, whether or not you did or you did not, leave me some comments down below. Where did I get it wrong? Let me know. This one was particularly fun though. Sometimes I end off on these videos and I'm like, I need to go walk around the block. I need to go drink some cold spring water to get this dirty soot up off of my soul. You understand what I'm saying? But this one wasn't that bad at the end of the day. Last but not least, shout out to my Patreon, best Patreon in the land. All right. If you guys are interested in being a part, link to it down in the description box down below. Beam up, and I will see you soon. Until next time, YouTube. Peace. Without further ado,
MTR, cut through the BS like we in charge. No cap with the rappers like steel bars. I'm packing and rapping like here we are. Mediocre tutorial reviews. Like, comment, share my views. Come up and I paid my dues. Big step in my black way shoes. MTR, he break it down, yeah, it's MTR. Check out the sound with his MTR. No one put it down like it's MTR.